Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to episode 3 of Rimworld Basics, where we're discussing Rimworld Alpha 12 and the basics of how to make a colony survive and, thrive, to borrow a phrase from a very popular YouTuber who I adore. Alright, everybody, so episode 3 is here. We have people hauling things into stockpiles, people starting to grow stuff. And it's becoming nighttime rather quickly, and nobody has anywhere to sleep. Oh boy. So let's go to Architect. We'll go to the Furniture tab over here, and we'll find the beds. Now, I could make beds here. If you click on it, it says steel bed, but you can also make them out of silver or wood, which we have some of. But I think what I'm going to do is just go with sleeping spot for right now. I'm going to put a couple, basically just sleeping bags on the ground, so our colonists have somewhere to rest their weary heads. I'm also going to put an animal sleeping spot here for our little buddy Tamami, because we know that Tamami needs a bed too. And it is getting nighttime. It is 6 p.m. It looks like, the 18th hour. And yeah, they're going to want to hit the sack pretty soon. Let's take a look down in the restrictions tab to see what time people go to bed. Cool. So it looks like they probably won't go to bed until 10 p.m. I'm going to allow that for right now. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm just going to do this. This is what I do for my playthroughs because I feel like the colonists can make their own decisions. I'm going to make them do anything all the time, so they can do anything they want, work, joy, or sleep at any time that they deem fit. I think that's the best for them to do, and I feel like that's just going to be cool. This button here is the copy button, so you can copy and then you can paste to other people's. Once you have a bunch of colonists, it's good. You don't have to go through and oh, Jesus, it's so tedious to put things there. You just have to paste, boom, done. Everybody does whatever they want. Now, that's kind of... I'm sorry, Tynan, the maker of this game. I'm sorry that I'm not utilizing your amazing system that you implemented into the game. I might in the future. Maybe for specific colonists, I want to make sure they get joy at a certain time. I might do that. But my basic is just to let them do whatever they want. I'm a very benevolent ruler in that case. If they don't want to work, they don't want to work. I feel that. Anyways, also in this restrictions, you can tell them where you want them to go, basically. Unrestricted means they can wander anywhere on the map and do anything. Home keeps them in the home zone, which, as you can see, is growing a little bit based on what we've been building, because we have this automatically expanding homegrown area, or home zone area. So there's the home zone. That's done there. And then area 1, I haven't really made anything of yet. You can do that in manage areas. You can rename, and you can make animal areas as well to let your animals know where to go. If you go to the zone, here you go. You can expand the home zone area. Say I wanted to do that, maybe just square it off a little bit. Sure. Just to show you. Or you can remove. You can clear the home zone area and be like, actually, you know what? We don't need this area to be there. Take it out just by clicking, dragging, or you can just click little parts. So they will not include this in a home zone area. Now, home zone is important for things like fires. If there's a fire in your home zone area, everyone will rush to take it out. And yeah, if the fire's over here, no one's going to care about it. If it's right here, they're going to start going to get it. So it's good to kind of put boundaries on your colony. Now, we have beds, so people want to sleep, they can do that. But we need a room. It's telling us over here, we need a room. Now, if we want to build a room, we've got to have the supplies, which we do have a bunch of wood. That's pretty good. But we're going to need some more, so I'm going to tell people to chop wood. And I'm going to tell them to chop wood in our basic area right here. Now, if we look at the work menu, we can see plant cutters. We have one plant cutter. I'm going to tell them to do that a little bit more importantly. I'm going to tell the haulers to work a little bit harder. And yeah, we're going to go with that. We're going to take this person off of hunting. Who is our oops. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. You can cut that tree too. We want to see who our rifle carrier is. Okay, Man Bear. So Man Bear, I think, is going to be our hunter. So let's make sure we got Man Bear on the hunting. We'll say do it second, I guess. Once all the hauling is done and the mining is done, we want you to be mining first, which is another good point. We want to get to the mining pretty quickly. So if I go to orders, mining, and then you can click and drag again and tell exactly which things we want to mine. And I want to mine this right here because if you click on it, compacted steel, pretty important for the colony to have. I'm going to go back, get some more mining orders in. We want to mine that. We want to mine all this. Oh yeah, we want to mine all this. Now when you're mining, you have to be pretty careful about what you take out because you can collapse roofs and stuff like that. I'm going to let people to go to work while I'm chatting. Get to work, yeah, bums. It's going to be nighttime very soon and they're going to go to sleep. But for now, they're going to mine, they're going to cut plants, they're going to haul stuff. Everything is going just peachy keen. Love it. But yeah, you have to be careful for cave-ins. You have to be careful for other things. I think the rule is you cannot go any more than 10 spaces. Any more than 10 and things will start to collapse. So that's 10 wide without a support. You can put support pillars in at any point by going to structure and making a wall out of wood, steel, silver, or any other kind of supply you have. This is also where the doors are. Good to note. Here's the furniture menu. There's lamps, steel pots, tables, all this good stuff. But I want to get a room built. That's kind of the goal of this episode. So now everyone's taking a little snooze. Pretty sweet. We got their sleeping bags all set for them. And let's take a quick look into the character menu while they're sleeping to see what's going on with that. Now, we've looked at the character. We know what they like to do, what they don't like to do, what they're good at, all that stuff. We look at their gear as well, what they're wearing, what they're carrying, stuff like that. Also good to know. It says down here as well some information. We can look at their health, which we looked at a bit in character creation. Oh no, a bad back? That's not good. I didn't know you had a bad back. You're 50 years old. Oh well, you make some mistakes picking people, but that's okay. It's just weakened. It's not like a terrible thing. You're not frail yet, but you will be when you age up a bit. And get back to work. Wake up. All right. So they're back to work. That's cool. And you can also make operations if you want to operate on your character. And an important tab is needs. Now, this tells you how your colonist is doing in terms of what they need. Food, rest. This is their mood and how much joy and what kind of beauty, comfort, and space they have. Now, it's important in building a colony that you make your colonists happy, otherwise they'll break, they'll go crazy, they'll start attacking other colonists, and they might just die, straight up die. So right now, here's all the positive things. We got low expectations, new colony optimism, feeling good, and chatting socially. But then there's 8 off the ground, in a little pain, slept outside, slept on the ground, slept in the cold. So basically, we need to get a room built, we need to get a table built to eat on, and we need to, we actually need to get each of them their own rooms pretty quickly so that they stop getting that disturbed sleep as well. So, yeah, we need to get, I think we're going to build into this thing a little bit, which we'll start to do with this. But also, I'm going to build outside, because this is a tutorial, so we want to show you guys what to do. So you go to structure, walls, and you click once and go to wood walls, because I have a lot of wood at the moment. And I'm going to build a room. I'm going to build it 8 by 8. Yeah, sounds good. And you see them getting to work immediately. And I'm going to put a wooden door right there. I paused it for a second to make sure that I got that door in before you start building the walls there, Boston. But I like your effort. I like your spunk. You get right to work. I'm digging it. And that's awesome. So that's happening. We got walls up. I'm going to go to the furniture menu and I'm going to select wood beds because I don't really want to be using our steel for this at the moment. I'm going to put a few beds in there. I'm going to get an animal sleeping box as well. So hopefully by the time nighttime comes again, we will be able to have, oh no, it's nighttime already. Oh well. We'll be able to have ourselves a room for the next night. So they can stop getting those dang negative bonuses. A negative bonus doesn't really make sense as a word, but you know what I mean. So there we go. That's going to be done. We'll use some of our wood and we'll get that stuff in there. Also, things like medicine, yeah, it's degrading slowly over time. So we want to get that stuff inside before it goes bad. Same with the food. We want to get that inside before it goes bad. So that's a good point. Let's make a little stockpile zone. We'll put it right here. We'll take a look at, just keep clicking on things. If you select the wrong thing, just click again. There's the stockpile zone. We'll go to storage. I'm going to clear all. I'm going to find foods on the list. I'm going to say put all the meals in here, which includes all these things. And I'm going to go down and manufactured medicine. Put the medicine in here, please. So we can get that stuff inside. And just to make sure that it happens, we're going to make that a critical priority. So hopefully our haulers will get on that pretty quickly. I'm going to take a look at the work thing for a moment. Look at our constructors. Yep, we got one constructor. Old Boston. Where's Boston up to right now? Boston? Where'd you go? What are you up to? It'll say down here what you're doing. Going for a walk. That must be a joy thing. Just feels like he needs to go for a walk. That's cool, Boston. As long as you come back and get to work before nighttime comes. Because we really need that stuff to be made. Man Bear's working away in there. Just working away, mining it up. It's good. We need steel. We need steel for sure. I'll take another look at the work menu and see if we can make you a constructor. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're definitely going to do that. We're going to turn mining down to 2. We're going to turn construction on to 2 as well to make sure that that gets done. And we want hauling to get done as well, so there is that. Now, I mentioned table. We do want a table. It looks like they're eating off the ground. That's not a great thing. So let's get another structure. Why don't we? We'll put it over here, perhaps. It's going to be our eating room. I'm going to put a wooden door here. I'm going to put some floors in, wooden floors, because it's always nice to have floors in your building instead of just grass. And we're going to put a table in this. So we'll go to furniture. We'll go to table. We'll make it a wooden table. And we'll put it pop right in the middle of the room. And we'll get some stools as well. Some wooden stools. We'll put 4 chairs. Being the optimist that we are, that we're going to get another colonist at some point. Well, yeah, that's that. That's that right there. Looking pretty good. People are doing the work and, you know, building things up. Building up rooms, building up beds. That's pretty awesome. So now that there are beds being built, we can kind of just come up here and deconstruct a couple of these beds to make sure that they prioritize sleeping over here in this room. Now, Boston, I really need you to make sure that you get that other bed up. Would be great, because we want to make sure that Man Bear isn't sleeping outside. Are you going to drop that off, Man Bear? And then can you... Here's the thing to learn. If you want someone to do something and they're not doing it immediately, you can click them, right-click the thing you want them to do, prioritize working on wooden bed blueprint, and then they will drop what they're doing, literally, and they will go to it. So Man Bear's going to come over here. This is going to be your bed, dude, so I really need you to work on it. I'm going to delete this one so he has nothing else to do but make that bed and sleep in it. Right now he's cutting a tree, which happens to be in the way, and then hopefully he'll get right on that. Boston is going to grab some more steel. He's going to make the animal sleeping spot, which is great, so Tomomi will not have to sleep outside any longer. How you doing, Tomomi? He has needs as well. Just food and rest, though. Nothing as complicated as before. Oh, there's another thing. Now that I'm noticing, under the health menu, you have what kind of medicine can be given. I'm going to make sure that we can offer him medicine if he needs it. He's not injured yet, but if he does, she does get injured, we want to make sure that she's okay. Oh man, we have beds for all of our colonists. Oh, Lindsay's cleaning. You can see that little broom is a little cleaning animation. Love it. Absolutely love it. So that's it. That's going to be it for this episode. We've learned how to make beds and rooms. We've learned how to mine. Things are going well. We're getting a table up and running so that our colonists' needs can be met. And everything's going peachy keen so far. So far, so good. This bed needs to go, dude. I'm gonna delete it from underneath you. I hope you don't mind. Hey! Oh no, don't sleep on the ground. There's a bed for you in here. Oh no, hold on. Maybe this is not big enough for you. Fits smaller animals like chickens, cats, or small dogs. So yeah, there you go. Click on the little information button. You'll get a little information. It looks like it's not big enough for our friend. So let's go back into furniture before we end this episode. We will make a sleeping spot, which is actually going to fit you. And hopefully you'll sleep in there. Sorry about that. I messed up, but that's what we're here for. We're here to learn. I hope you learned something. I just did realize that I made the wrong bed. Next episode, we'll start to get to work on power, because as you can see, this room is very dark. Actually, you can see this room is very dark if you look at it. Dark, 0%. 0% light. That's the light level. 0. It's dark. It's dark everywhere. But that's alright. We'll fix that on the next episode. I hope to see you guys there. Until next time, this has been Armor Time. Take it easy. Peace.